Good morning and welcome to today's episode of the Fiji Times headlines. Leading the headlines this morning, the Chief Executive Officer of the Fiji Revenue and Customs Service is not a judge, nor a court, nor a member of the judicial branch of government. Justice David Alfred made the statement before he ordered the FRCS to refund a $50,000 fine it had imposed on a trader as per the Tax Administration Regulations 2017. Ravi Ravi Investment, Timber and Hardware Limited was fined by Fiji Revenue and Customs Service on December 5, 2018 for failing to install, implement and operate an EFD for the business before October 21, 2018, contrary to EFD Regulation 28. You can find more on this story by Monica Singh in today's business section. And there is still a shortage of teachers in the science, mathematics and industrial arts field. This is according to the Minister for Education, Rosie Akbar. Speaking at the West Technical College graduation in Nandi yesterday, Ms. Akbar also said it was vital for parents to be updated on what the country needed. She said the ministry was looking to introduce careers pathway studies from Year 9 as opposed to Year 11. Our West reporter Shayal Devi covered the event, and you can find a more detailed story in today's edition. And two trade unionists spent the night in police custody yesterday. The two were Fiji Nursing Association General Secretary Salamieta Matiavi, who spent the night at Totonga Police Station in Suva, and a Fiji Trades Union Congress Industrial Officer Shiu Lingham at the Lotoka Police Station. FDUC lawyer Latileta Nganga, who was present at the Totonga Police Station last night, confirmed that Ms. Matiavi was detained by police because of the comments she made over the media concerning the FDUC National Day of Protest, which is scheduled for this Friday. Meanwhile, Amnesty International has called on Fijian authorities to immediately seize the alleged harassment and intimidation of Fiji Trades Union Congress members. FDUC is planning to hold a peaceful protest this Saturday, while affiliate members are planning a nationwide strike on Friday. The planned protest and strike has been strongly endorsed by FDUC affiliates, the Fiji Teachers Union and the Fiji Teachers Association, following the annual general meeting last week. The protest is planned to coincide with the hosting of the 52nd Asian Development Bank annual meeting in Nandi from today until Sunday. In a statement yesterday, ALS Pacific researcher Rishika Dewa claimed the authorities have now escalated the situation by allegedly harassing trade union officials. In response to the statement issued by ALS, Police Acting Chief of Intelligence and Investigations Assistant Commissioner of Police Bitukula Wanganui said the FTA executives were being investigated for alleged breaches of the law. Our super reporter Angela Susu has more details on this in today's edition. Still on the unions, our West senior reporter Felix Chaudhry has a story in today's paper that about 300 Energy Fiji Limited staff have given the Construction, Energy and Timber Workers Union of Fiji the green light to hold a secret ballot for industrial action. Union Secretary John Paul said EFL workers have been waiting since 2005 for EFL management to agree to terms and conditions that had existed before the Essential National Industries Decree was enforced in 2011. EFL CEO Hasmukh Patel said negotiations were ongoing between both parties. And there is a fear among villagers of Asomakia in the upper Naitasiri region after a massive landslide partly destroyed two concrete houses in the village last week. Joseph Mbalawa, who owns both houses, said he would be relocating to another site in the village following Friday's disaster. According to the villagers, the landslide occurred after 2 weeks of heavy rainfall experienced in their region. Mr. Balawa said he was alone at home with a group of boys when they suddenly felt a massive movement in the house and was shocked to see what had happened when he stepped out of his house. And in sports, Team Fiji Paralympics athletics team to the Arafura Games in Australia scooped 2 medals in the men's open discus throw wheelchair on Monday. Fiji Paralympian and London-based athlete Derek Dernalani bagged Fiji's first gold medal with a throw of 33.55 meters, and Lukeravu claimed bronze, throwing a distance of 22.11 meters. Dernalani scooped his second medal after claiming a silver medal over the weekend in the discus event. And the Fiji touch team recorded 2 wins and 3 losses on day 1 of the Touch Rugby World Cup in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia yesterday. The men's touch team began their World Cup campaign strong, beating Scotland 7-3 in the opening round. And the Fiji mixed team also came back strong, winning their second Pool B match in the mixed open, beating Chinese Taipei 10-0 after earlier losing their first game to Wales and Papua New Guinea 7-5 and 7-2 respectively. And looking at the weather, fine apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Mainly fine elsewhere with cool nights. Expect a moderate to fresh south to southeast winds, moderate to rough seas. Outlook for tomorrow is for the fine weather, apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands, and more cool nights. For more on our main stories and other interesting stories, check today's print and e-edition of the Fiji Times. For news tips, email us at timesnews@fijitimes.com.fj. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and also share our tweets. And don't forget to like our Facebook page. That is all we have from the Fiji Times newsroom for today. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, have a fantastic day.